I just wish I'm not the only one in this phase where you don't know what to do, and you know that if you don't do anything, nothing is going to change. Like, you feel like there is a need for you to do a lot, and you don't even know where to start from. Like, you know the effect of not doing anything, but when you try to do something, some things just try to like set you back. Like, you have every reason not to do anything, and you have every reason to do something. I don't know if anyone gets me. When it comes to what I want in this life, I just want to be a great person. Low key, I know that I would be a great person. But what it takes to be a great person is what I know where to start from. But the starting, like, not like you see, most times when you're listening to people, they just say, just start, that kind of thing. I have just started. Like, I've done just start for so many times, but it gets somewhere, it feels like you are losing yourself, that kind of thing. And I feel like at this time I have heard a lot, I have learned a lot. I just need to do something. Even to a point where common content, I don't even know the type of content to create. Like, I know the type of content that would maybe get me a lot of followers, because yeah, I want to have a lot of followers, but I also want to build a community. And I see people who are building a community growing. Like, I've watched like 2 or 3 creators, yeah, 3 of them grow right in my eyes. Like, I saw when they started, I saw how they are moving and where they've gotten to. 2 of them, I was creating content with them. Like, when they started below 100 followers, I was also creating some type of content that I have deleted from my page, simply because now it feels so cringe, because I've learned a lot and they don't sound like me. I feel like am I the one who actually said this? Some kind of mistakes I made, so I deleted them. And now I'm regretting that I should have just left it, because there is no break and start of the story anywhere. Everything that's going on, even this that I'm saying, this feeling I'm having right now, is all part of the story. I don't expect the story to start from any sweet point, but I still don't want those videos to be there. So I just deleted it out of instinct, like the feeling of me not wanting something to be there. Also, I felt like the content was not representing the kind of brand I want to push out, the kind of mentality I had behind that content. Imagine making content about young people, making content about what people are going through, and just speaking out my mind, but then it was structured. That time I was required to have a content plan and all that. And someone sees you outside and call you, hey, depression, because I mentioned depression, because one of my videos got slightly like 640 something views, and I talked about depression. That is not the narrative I want to put out. So it's making people think, like, it's making me think maybe people are probably seeing me in the wrong way, and some people actually did encourage it. But when I go back to watch, I feel like nah. And if I try like content that I feel so okay about, maybe just recording myself doing nothing, or just vibing to some song and posting it, I feel like it's not going to give me the engagement I want. What I really want is, right now I want to start a business. I want to build a brand of my own. It's a perfume brand. I'm saying it so I can hold myself accountable, and I know no matter what, I'm going to do it. And I know if I don't start taking action now, there's no magic that's going to happen. And the taking action is a lot of things. Like, it applies to most things in my life. I don't know if it is just the way I think. When I start thinking about something, I think about the thing, the effect, the possible setbacks, because what I've listened to a lot of successful people. I have like tried things like since primary school, JHS secondary school. Even after secondary school, I have started small businesses, like sold stuff to my classmates and things. And I know how some things go if it starts a certain way. And I know myself too. I don't know if sometimes I wish I just didn't know anything and my instincts don't tell me anything. And sometimes I'm saying a lot of sometimes. Well, some things can happen to me and I'll just feel like I'm overthinking about it, but then it will end up being the way I think about, like, before the thing happens. I think this will happen if this happens. If it doesn't happen this way, it will happen the other way. I don't know if you get me. And I will now say, oh, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I'll still let the thing happen like that, and it will not be paining me that had I listened to my instincts. So I am applying the same thing in my whole life in general, and it's becoming so overwhelming to me. And I'll now think about everything, every possible setbacks, everything, and maybe the kind of life I would take, and the possible setbacks or the results, or no matter what, everything is just leading me towards my goal, right? And I'll still come and say, no matter what happens, I'll just die. So, like, in the end, I'll die. And sometimes I just hope God forgives me, but I pray for forgiveness. So God will forgive me. God is all forgiving, yes. But people will be thinking about this. Like there is possibly someone who also thinks about this. That is why I want to say it. I think of like, what's the whole point of me coming to this earth if I am just going to die? And is anything I'm going to do right now going to influence my hereafter? Yes, I know it will influence my hereafter. Like, and I will still pray that God, please let me admit paradise. Admit me into paradise without questioning me. Just in your mercy, just say, come to go. Like, I just want to be so close to God like that. And whenever I don't pray, or I don't pray on time, or I do something against God, I just now start feeling, would this thing actually be possible? And I'll feel pressure to do more good deeds, so that those my good deeds will take me to heaven. And when I sin, I will now feel like, no, I'm just going straight to hell. Like the whole point of life is crumbling in my head, and everyone around, and how, like, I just don't want to bring out everything I'm feeling, like saying all this right now. Maybe tomorrow I'll be in another mood that wouldn't that someone else saying this wouldn't sit well to me. So if there is a way I can post this somewhere, people will not see, or people will see and just decide to keep quiet, just decide to shut up, and we live our life normally. When I am doing something that does not resonate with what I'm saying right now, just don't say anything, pretend as if you don't see it. I just want to be invisible, just not exist. Like, I would exist in my success, right? But I will not exist in my process. I just want my process to happen without anyone talking about it, but they should talk about my success. I don't know how I would do that, but right now I don't even know the points, like the reason why I'm saying it, because I know I'm not going to get any solution. Like, it's not going to bring anything, like any change. But sometimes just talking about it and makes you relieve. And mostly after that, what else? Nothing changes. And probably, well, I'll find a reason. The reason would be someone might also be going through that. So yeah, it's to just let them know that they are not mad. Yeah, mostly when I'm going through something and I hear someone else talking about it, they'll be like, okay, so I'm not mad, eh? So just when you are going through this same thing, just know that my sister, my brother, you are not mad. You are not alone. We are plenty.